Hello, I'm Mon here, welcome to my review of Juuni Taisen episode 9. I was like, I don't know. He probably is dead, isn't he? The Necromancer, he probably is dead. I was like, this anime, is it good? The more I watch it, I'm like, this anime pretty bad. I was like, I don't know, it's very unpredictable. Right? It's like, it's actually very predictable because everyone dies in his attack. It's very unsatisfying though, in one way, right? It's really like, whoa, he died! The next one's like, wait a minute, I wanted to see a fight there, like, what happened? So first of all, Dragon getting killed. I was like screaming that, and I was watching my eyes. I was like, I know it's gonna die. Oh, he of course he died. Yeah, I knew it. Like, he's like, it's time for me to fight, and of course it's gonna get one shot, and before it does anything, like pretty much half the cast, right? Of course, it's gonna get killed before it can even do anything with its like flying power. So of course it gets killed, obviously. But that was kind of like almost on the show. That was kind of fun. That was kind of fun. I was like, yeah, okay. 2 episode flashback, instant that, good character. It was like, I feel the meaning of those flashbacks, right? That was very meaningful, and so that was kind of fine. But the ending, you see Rabbit, and he gets one-shotted, and I was like, yeah. I was like, what? He gets one-shotted, and I kind of want and hope this is part of his plan, right? I hope he's like, oh, I'm a zombie rabbit, so I can like get killed. But you have to burn my body, so this lets me up, and then I can still fight because they didn't burn me or freeze me, so I can still battle them. Or it just looks ridiculous because it's like, oh, or Rabbit has killed like half the contestants, and now it's like, okay, they just killed my zombie brothers. I'm just gonna fight them head on, and they get one shot and as soon as it appears, it's just like, what's happening? Could at least have like a little, like sword fight? His cookery there, right? A little bit of swinging, like up, just instant dice, just cut him in pieces in 1 second. I was like, it's really cool, but also really, really frustrating. Frustrating as hell, this anime. It's like, I want it to do anything, right? This is wow. Just wow. But anyway, let's talk about the episode 4, Tiger Flashback. It looked like crap. It looked like crap. It really did. I think the storyline was pretty good. As with last week, the storyline was pretty good. It had some interesting parts there where she was like kind of predictable, but I think I liked it. How she, okay, so they sent her out to murder people in war because she was like, you're the best martial artist to have. You gotta grow now in the actual fighting, and then she couldn't handle it. She started drinking a lot for her sorrows, right? Of all her like murder and kills and whatever, and started drinking, and then she became a drunk tar and so kept drinking and murdering people and fighting them because it's fun, and she's lost in a rage and become a beast. I actually kind of liked it. I think it was good overall though, the storyline. But again, after last week, also had a good storyline. The quality of the animation was horrible. Not as bad as last week, but there was a lot of scenes there where it's like, wow, her face is so bad now. Especially this one scene, like she's in the bar, and she's like, she's like very drunk. I think it was a great image. Has a thumbnail, very good image when she's like drunk there with the eyes, it's like more alcohol. That was a great image, and so that's a great quality image. Her hair was very detailed, very good image. I mean, quality to that scene. And then she leaves the bar, and she starts before she gets into Tiger mode. Yeah, she starts like going around there, and that looks so ugly. It just looks so ugly. She's like going down there on the floor, right? She's like, and the body is like very, very weird and rigid too, because normally, looking like American that joke about that a lot, when you're drunk, your body becomes more fluid, right? But her body's like like that, yeah, it's like those kind of still frames, and it just looks absolutely ridiculous, because especially because she is drunk. And that soften up the limbs, and you become a little more like, oh, I'm drunk, yeah. A little more like that, right? I'm a bad fake drunker here. But yeah, but like a little more that. Especially then everyone is like like a robot, and it is so bad. And the quality of her face and so on, and I'm like, yeah, it's just, oh god, that was horrible. Same thing when she got like the medal. I liked the scene though, when she got the medal and she was drunk. First time she got the medal, it's like, I killed a lot of people. It wasn't good. The second time she got the medal, it's like, oh, medals for me. That was a great scene. But if you look at her face and her body shape, it looked really weird, right? It's like very yeah, it looks blurry as her drunkenness. And then we get to the latest part where they had the really nice CGI fight. It was really good. And then she looks amazing, right? Then she looks really, really awesome, super hot, really cool martial art moves, really cool flips and everything. And I love the thing with like the dead dragon, the dragon, the half balls with this windmill attack and they're fighting, and that was awesome. That part was really good. So it feels like, okay, so they have no budget for the flashback. Let's put all the budget in the fight. Yeah, we could have like a 3-minute fight or a 15-minute flashback. We take all the money from this flashback and put it in a 3-minute fight, and the rest is gonna be crap and whatever. No one cares. It's kind of how it feels, right? It's kind of how it feels. But the thing is, the flashback, it's a lot of the episode, so it's kind of annoying. I also felt it was a little redundant. It was kind of like, or a little prolonged, I guess. Well, a couple of scenes I felt like, I get it. She's drunk and she kills. And I get it, and she kills. Yeah, like they show like 3-4 things, pretty much the exact same thing, right? Like jungle or ice or this thing or like a desert, exact same, pretty much. Scene by scene, right? Pretty much the exact same thing. Just different background settings. The exact same thing for like 3 minutes there. So it's kind of like, but I think it was pretty funny. However, the one thing I want to mention, talking about, this is so weird to me. I could nitpick here, but it's really weird that she gets kicked out by her dojo, her like family house and everything. And that was one of the best things to it. She was like in the rain there, and it was falling on her and so on. It was a great scene there. So the pressure there, very good scene. But why is she in this tournament thing? That makes no sense because everyone else is pretty much like, oh, my family, like I'm from this like dragon family, we have to fight this thing. The boar family, my dad won and still whatever, weird wish, and he's they're fighting. Monkey, she's like, oh, I trained with actual monkeys. She has the monkey ability, and I want world peace, so I want to go there and fight. And they all have these different houses or whatever families, how they're connected with. But is it her connection that she was like the greatest fighter in this family martial art in this dojo? And they kicked her out, right? They kicked her out of their like tiger martial art or whatever. And then she's still there. They skipped over that too, like they knew, like they freaking knew that there was no explanation for it. They knew that there was no way that actually worked out right. They just knew that, okay, kicked out. Yep, future. Oh, it's in the future. Like that was like this jump there, and they didn't explain it at all. They didn't try to explain. They were like, "This is no logic here." Whatever. Because really, like, why would she join the Taisen? Or I think that was a really bad miss there, because especially as in most of the flashbacks, that's focused, right? We see that the first episode, great flashback, the board flashback, one of the best flashback. We see that flashback, and she's like, she gets her sister to commit suicide and so on. She gets her invitation right, yeah. Which is like really crazy that she goes and get killed in like 1 day, 1 second, I mean. So it's like, that's a great plan. Your sister was better fighting than you. You tricked her to commit suicide, and then you took her place and you lost. You were the second person to lose right away. I guess Rabbit the kid like half of them. Yeah, but still, it's like, that was horrible. So horrible planning aboard, horrible planning. But anyway, yeah, she did that, right? But she was more serious, I guess. Worst fight was better planner, I suppose, but he didn't die though. With her, he doesn't have to reload ability, which makes no sense. Like, that makes less sense than Necromancer. I think it does. Because like, the one thing is like, oh, I can control dead people. Her power is like, I can shoot with this gun, and it has like infinite bullets or something. Or it's like creating bullets, or like, how does it reload? Like, why she can't? It makes no sense. But better if you shot like air or something. I don't know. It's just like, I don't get it. Anyway, that's Britannian for it. But that's a very intricate part, right? She wants the Taisen invitation. With the brothers. They don't really want to do it, but talk about it. They have to kill each other. And we see them in the end in the second flashback. It's like, yeah, we got the invitation. And the monks have to go there and get the world peace, right? They're a very big part of all the flashbacks to get the invitation. And then we see Tiger, she's like, oh, she gets kicked out of her family. They're like, never show yourself again. You're a disgrace. We never gonna talk to you again. You're never gonna hear from us again. And then suddenly she's in the Taisen anyway. It's like, how did that happen? How did that happen? It's also, but I kind of liked how she was like, oh, I'm getting on my feet. And oh, this is also when I'm drunk. Now I'm much better fighter. That was a little funny. But at the same time, it's a little weird that her family was like, we have the greatest martial art, which I guess it's Tiger. Even they didn't say Tiger. I guess it's Tiger family, right? And they were like, we never talked to a drunken tiger. That doesn't exist. She invented that by herself. So she should be really strong then, because she kind of evolved their the Tiger style, right? I guess then by a lot. So she should be really, really strong. But still, it was like, how did she end up there? And I really felt to it. They just gonna shoehorn it. It was like whatever, just ignore it and hope no one noticed. Anyway, I think the episode was good and bad. It was a confusing episode. Like, why is he there? That was bad. That was just bad though. That was just bad. But otherwise, like really awesome to kill the brother, and also really frustrating because it's like, well, why can't they just have some parts right? You kind of reminds me of Naruto. It's also worse than Naruto, old school Naruto, like before Shippuden, especially before they be like, let's do a fight, Sasuke. Oh, flashback time, and it's like flashback, punch, flashback. This is like, like 2 episodes of flashback, dead. Full episode of flashback, dead. There's very little fighting actually. They all tricked us in the beginning. This is like flashback city. Anyway, see you next week and have a great day.